money back, money back, money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Jerick McKinnon now to return. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
That's going to go as a loss of... Two, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings. Just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
On first and goal, Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's going to get it running right. Bust through the tackle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation. But my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams.
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken just inside the 10. Dances by him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and some room to maneuver. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This is Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tuesday.
Now it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Go ahead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one to Garcon. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is Howard on second down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
11. Like 80.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Good one, able to haul it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A give to Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
21. 12.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Let's go. Left. Right. Space.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Hooked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Ryan steps away to his left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
22.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Right. Gun, gun. Hey, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Ryan. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses. So pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No. Off. 1, Omaha. 12.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Wait. 13. 12. 12. Yes!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Running right through him. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Get up!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They will run again with Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Williams to return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
11. 13.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He's gonna look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Coleman. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Staying on his feet. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Bullock will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.